I want to thank everybody for joining me again today. I know it's been a while since I made a video, but I'm definitely going to continue. I'm not going to stop. I have many more videos to make. I started a series, a little series, a while back on Ankh work, and that's what I'm going to continue on with today. And the last exercise I talked about was to connect all the energy pools and really fire them up and feel that energy coming from them. You know, that's the main focus of dealing with an Ankh. The energy. You know, it has its own energy, and it has an effect on your energy. And you do these exercises, and it really gives it a big boost. It like really magnifies it a lot using that Ankh. And you know, this isn't anything someone told me or I read in a book. This is what I experience daily, every day. And you know, if you do them, you'll start to really understand what I'm talking about when I'm talking about these things with the Ankh. And feeling the different energy and understanding the energy, identifying the energy, you know, controlling the energy. And with this, I always have to go into, when you're dealing with energy, the biggest problem with us controlling our energy and using it for our benefit is we allow ourselves to be changed, moved, or disturbed in our inner world, the place no one else is allowed but you. You can't let the outside world make your inner world change in any kind of way other than a way you want it to, the way you like it to be. And when I'm, to talking plain English, when I say your inner world, your feelings, the way you feel, you can't let the outside world decide how you're going to feel. You can't let a person make you angry. You have to decide when you want to be angry, not them. You can't allow something to make you sad. You decide that. That's, if you never want to be sad, then don't be sad. You know, and with the morals a lot of us have grown up with, it feels wrong in some sense to just say, well, if I can't do anything about it, I can't allow it to affect me, because then I'm bringing more of that to me. Since I don't want that experience, I'm not going to focus any energy on that experience, because what you put in something, you get 10 times that back. So put that energy into something you want, so you get 10 times back what you want. If you can change a situation, do it. It'll make you feel good. If you can help someone or solve a problem or whatever it is, do it and feel good about it, and bring more of that to you. But if it's something you don't desire, something you don't like, a situation you don't like being in, if you can't change it, get your mind off of it and put your mind in the situation you want it to be. Let your feelings be controlled by you. That's the main thing with dealing with an Ankh. It will, in the beginning, it's definitely going to be very hard to do this, because we're constantly in the physical world. We don't have a huge connection with the spiritual world. A lot of us don't. And it's very hard to stop allowing things that have always bothered us or brought us down or made us feel any kind of way we don't want to feel. It's hard to just cut those things off and put your mind on where you want to be when it seems like you're stuck in a certain situation, but you're not. Once you accept what is, I can't change. And then lay it down, lay your burden down, forget about it, and only focus and put your attention, put your actions on what you want it to be. And it will be. It is. That's the whole thing. You have to put it in present tense. It is like this. Even in the midst of it being a way you don't want it to be, you still must say it is the way you want it to be. Make yourself feel like that. Yeah, a lot of us into consciousness, into getting in touch with our spiritual side, we always have to put on a show for this physical world. You know, I know a lot of us in situations where we have to do that. And yeah, but it gets easier. You give them what they need, and then you reject it. You put it in your junk folder and send it down the river, and don't even put any more attention on it. Do what you have to do with that, and then disown it, and put your mind and put your actions and your feelings in the direction you want them to be. And when you do that, you do these exercises, you start feeling the energy, you get stronger and stronger, and you get in the driver's seat. Then you take control. So I don't want to run out of time, so I need to get into the exercise. But you always have to keep that in mind. Don't let the outside world shake your inner world in any kind of way. That's your private place. That's the place where you make it happen. That's where you build it before you manifest it. You have to build it there. And if the outside world has control of it, you giving them control of it, then you can't build anything there at the efficiency and the potential that it could be, because you're letting other things affect it. And that's what we have to stop doing. And into the next exercise, because I run out of time talking. Last exercise was, like I say, was to connect all the energy pools from the crown chakra down to the root. And that's a good exercise to do as much as you can, because the more you do that, the more you'll start to build that connection with your spiritual energy, and you'll start the physical problems, and the headaches will start to fade away. So, do that one as much as possible. But this is another one. If you have a physical ankh big enough to hold in your hand, put your hand through the top loop, then use it in your hand. If it's a smaller ankh, just sit it in front of you, get a good vivid picture of it, and imagine, you can even imagine it bigger, and imagine holding it in your hand. And you're going to feel the energy. You do this, I guarantee you right now, if you have an ankh, you probably felt the energy of it before. But if you do this, you're definitely going to feel it right off. There's no doubt about it. Now, you start off, if you don't have an ankh, just imagine an ankh of any kind, just an ankh in each hand as I say it, and it's just as strong as a physical ankh. It both has its advantages. Some people even say the ankh that is imagined in the spiritual realm is even stronger than the physical ankh you hold in your hand, because the spiritual world is the energy is much stronger and much more of it. This is what we see in the physical world is a small portion of you. It's really like a pinky dipped into the ocean. That pinky, you're experiencing this world through that. You have a lot more to you than what is seen. What is seen is not you at all. It's just a physical vehicle that you have a connection with. You're not even inside of it, if you can believe that or not. You only have a connection with it. You experience it through these five senses and think it because you don't know, because you forgot, or you go through this life believing that's what it is, because that's what you experience through these senses. And let me get into the exercise, because like I say, I'll go off on another subject talking about one thing. First of all, you can either do this standing or sitting in a seat, your back straight, head straight forward, neck straight, shoulders relaxed, palms on your knee, or if you're standing, just down by your side. Take a deep breath through your nose, let it out through your mouth. Holding the Ankh in your left hand. As soon as you grab the Ankh, you immediately feel the energy shoot up your left arm, up, and it will definitely stop right at your shoulder. Okay? Now, you're going to change hands with the Ankh. Put it in your right hand. Immediately, the energy shoots right up to your shoulder. Okay, now, you're going to immediately put the Ankh back in your left hand. Now, the energy is in both arms all the way up to the shoulder. You should still be able to feel it strongly. Now, you're going to pull the energy from the left arm and all the way over to the right arm, holding the Ankh in your left hand. And to get that energy there, it has to go through every single atom in your body to get to the other arm, shoulder. Okay? Starting off, your imagination is probably going to make this process longer, but you'll eventually get where it just zips across and you'll feel the energy go across your body. And then you change hands with the Ankh, put it back in the right hand, and feel the energy pouring in through your left hand, coming out through your right hand, circulating all the way through your body, through every atom. And immediately after doing this, after you filled your body with this energy, it automatically makes you feel good. And then you think of the things you're going to accomplish for that day. This is something you do in the morning when you get up. Right after you do that, close your eyes and focus on the things that you're going to accomplish that day. Now, when I say focus on the things you're going to accomplish that day, those are the things you want to accomplish. That's the day you want it to be. And I guarantee you, if you do this, the things you set in your mind at that moment to accomplish, you're going to go accomplish them. So, out of time. I'll talk a little bit more about this the next time, but if you're drawn to the Ankh, if it's something that's interesting to you, then, dive in, test it out, see how it goes. It's for some, and then for some it's not. See if it draws you to it, then maybe it is for you. I want to thank everybody for joining me, and next time the video won't be so long coming out. And I just want to, if you like the video, give it a like, and if you haven't subscribed, subscribe to my channel, and I would appreciate it. And that's it. Love, life, prosperity, health to you all.